Coach, there are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Seattle Seahawks. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota going deep for Diggs. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Stephon Diggs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Go. Waiting. If I'm them. Come, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Take 4.
On 1st down, Samuel. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, orbit. Here,
Mike 21, check Mike
57.
That's what I do. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It was Breland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. The Seahawks send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 15. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
A Redskin 1st down. The pickup 15 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Yeah. Mike 52.
From the gun, Mariota. He's got his man here. It's Gary Jennings Jr. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down.
1st down, Washington.
Mariota now already over 100 yards passing in this 1st quarter. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. This is Jennings. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
4 yards, the pickup, 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
52's the mic. Bring it over there. 52's the mic. Watch one. 52, Mike 52. You don't want nothing.
To the air again. Mariota letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. McManus's point after is good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
46 down, man, 5-4.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Check Mike 21. Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up. Check.
Shorty. Lion.
Check 13.
Man, 5-7.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
At the 46-yard line.
And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. Following the interception here, Mariota. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Seahawks, nothing.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Three.
Box trap. Mike 52.
Throwing is Mariota. He's going to air one out. Complete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Completes it to Jennings. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Good job.
Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. McManus now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all of these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On second down now, Samuel. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And counting the defense here, the Redskins have 6 defensive backs out there. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They do go for it. It's Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Here it comes. Here it comes.
Now Mariota. It's caught by Jennings. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Mariota now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Mariota to throw it. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz, and connecting here with DJ Shark. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
They'll run on first down. Samuel. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when they clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
He shows you right there. He can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep. And
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And keep your eye on that man. 4 sacks last week, 1 there here in the second quarter. He can be so disruptive.
So what was he doing in the first quarter? What was going on?
Took a nap.
I think he tried to lull him to sleep a little bit. Like, yeah, okay, maybe you've got me this week. No longer. And you know, with the 4 sacks last week, it's obvious he gets his in flurries.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They've gone to the second quarter now in Denver. The Broncos have taken the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about it.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Mariota looking deep for Jennings. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Mariota. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. T.J. Hawkinson as the first half is winding down as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point from McManus is good, and the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Wentz now to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Quinnen Williams in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Hey, Echo.
To throw is Wentz. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
It's our time. Patch it.
5-9, 5-9.
Hey, check.
Bravo.
21, check back 21. I smell fear in that offense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A first down throw for Mariota. And he's got it. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Here's Jacobs, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. McManus's point after is good, and that will extend this big lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
81.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
65. Check 24. Check 24. Go.
Throwing, Mariota. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Let's get it. Check.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd? And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Now Wentz. And that will be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Pulled in at the 24. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Charlie. Don't let him breathe, defense. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike.
Throwing again on second down. Mariota. Open man, he's got. Here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Watch the slant.
First down, Mariota. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
Orbit. Mike 52. Mike 52. Hey, we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. Mariota now. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Gary Jennings, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. McManus's point after is good, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll keep it on the ground. Samuel, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. The Seahawks on third down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Hey, exit. Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. We own them. We own them. Hey, check Mike 21. Man 5-7.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Quentin Williams in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. The Seahawks send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taken in at the 22. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Another carry, same story. 4th quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike. Let's go.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Quinnen Williams. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
Check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
Throwing here, Mariota. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And a Redskin 1st down.
Watch the boot. Bravo!
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And I tell you what,